welcome back to Craft Time with me, Elisha, on NSK TV. Now, today marks the end of 3 months in lockdown. How crazy is that? We've survived 3 months of not going outside, not going to see our friends, not going to see the rest of our family, and not going to school. Now, I know it's been a very challenging time, it's been quite an upsetting time, but to look on the positive side of it, you've been able to spend more time than you ever would have with the family that you live with. And even though some of you might be getting on each other's nerves, you're still there as one family, looking after and protecting each other. And I think that's what we needed to show in today's craft. So we made this. Now, this is one that me and my family made. So it's got all of our handprints here. I even included the dog's paw prints as well. And we've got this lovely quote of "When the world stayed apart, we stayed together." And then "Lockdown 2020" at the bottom, because I think we need to remember this time in years to come when we're so older and we just look back and think, did that happen? And we can look at this and remember that it did, and we survived it, and we kept going stronger and stronger. So if you want to make one of these, let's get started and I'll show you what we need to make. Okay, so what we need for this craft is we need a big piece of A4 card, preferably white so that then the hands pop out on it a bit more, but you can have it any colour you want. Then a different colour for each member of your household. So there's just 3 of us and then my dogs, so I've got 4 pieces of cards. And then just a pencil to sketch out everyone's hands, a glue stick to stick it onto the paper, and scissors to cut it out. Now with your scissors, they're sharp, so make sure you've got an adult to do this for you or an adult supervision, because we don't want you to hurt yourself. You'll also need a marker or a felt pen to add the names of everyone in your household and the little quote that we'll be adding on the side. So as you can see here, I've got my dad's hand, I've got my mum's hand, which is slightly smaller, and I've even got my dog's paws, which look a little bit weird, but we're going to go with it. Make sure that you're all using the same hand so that then they overlap perfectly, and then make sure you've got a piece of card for your own hand, which is this one that I'm going to do for my hand. So we decided to use our right hand when drawing out our hands on the card, so I'm going to get my right hand here and just start to draw around. Now don't worry if it's all wibbly and wobbly, because we can smooth it out later on. Okay, so now you just need to grab your scissors and cut around the lines that you've just drawn of your hand. Okay, so once you've cut it out, you can obviously see that mine was a bit wibbly wobbly on the side, so I just smoothed that out and made it as straight as I could. You can go along these lines or you can make them your own, so you can do what I've done. But remember that when you probably mount them, you'll mount them this way so you haven't got the pencil markings. cut them out. So now that you've cut all of your hands of your household out, there's a couple of ways which you can arrange them onto your white card. So you can do it more slanted, so you can put them but angle them in different ways. So they're like that. Or you can put them up exactly so that they meet the bottom here. Or you can move them down a little tiny bit on each hand, because remember, you've got to write whose hand is who on either the thumbs or on the fingertips, but whichever way you want to lay it out, you stick it down that way. Now remember that, as you saw in the example, we have added some quote around the hands, so make sure that when you stick the hands on, they're either in the central, like in the middle, or in the middle but to the side a little bit, so you can put the quotes along here. Okay, so once you've stuck all of the hands down, now grab a fine liner or a pen and write down the names of whose hand is who, even pause if you've added your own dogs. So now it's time to write our quotes on the side. Now it's good to write it in pencil first and then go over in pen, just so you don't mess your masterpiece up. There's a choice of two quotes. So we've got this one that says, "When the world stayed apart, together was our favourite place to be." Or, "When the world stayed apart, we stayed together." I think this is the one I'm going to put on mine, but you can choose whichever you want or make one of your own. So now I've mapped out my quote in pencil. I'm now going to go over in my fine liner to make it more bold. Boys and girls, we've got it, our very own lockdown memorabilia. Now, I love this. I love the colours in all the family's hands. I love that we've included the dogs, because the dogs have helped a lot in lockdown. But I love that we can now remember the past 3 months and how strong we are now to carry on. And hopefully in 3 months' time we'll be a little bit back to normal and we'll be able to go out and see the rest of our friends and family. So subscribe to NSK TV for more daily activities to keep you occupied at home. Stay safe and I'll see you next week. Bye!